Welcome back to Father and Son Fix. In this video, we're going to show you 3 ways to fix a screen or storm door. Now here's the typical culprit, the closer. And as you can see with our door, it closes way too quickly and also comes slightly ajar. So let's take a look at that again from the outside. Whoop, and then clunk. So the first step, or the first fix, is to adjust the tension on the end of the closer. So typically there's a Phillips head screw that you want to adjust. By screwing and unscrewing that Phillips head on the end of the closer, it increases and decreases the tension. And you can work with that to correct some problems with closers that are closing too quickly. Unfortunately for us, it's not going to do it. So the next fix is to really take the next step and replace the closer. Here we've purchased a closer, and the reason why we got this one, heavy duty. That's right. So let's get rid of this old closer. There's 2 pins that go in the either end of the closer, and those simply lift out. You want to be careful with the door so that it doesn't slam shut on you unexpectedly while you're doing this. A pair of needle nose pliers are helpful to pull the pin out. That's what it looks like. Remember to keep that handy if you don't get hardware with the new closer. Most of the new closers have the hardware with them. So here we are, and here we needed to adjust the door a little bit to be able to access that pin. Again, something to keep in mind and make sure that door doesn't slam on you. Alright, here's the new closer, and there's 2 locations depending upon whether it's a screen door or a storm door. And be mindful of that. We actually wound up adjusting ours a little bit differently towards the end, but we'll show you that when we get to it. Now before you install the closer, we like to put a little bit of grease on the pins. That's going to make the door smoother when it opens or closes. Here we're reusing the old hardware, and we'll keep that new hardware for the future when we need it. Now that's the piece that holds the closer open to prop the door open for you. You're going to want to put that on before you put the closer on, because you're not going to have access to that once it's installed. Okay? Now you got your pin and you got your closer, and so the first step is to install the pin on the right side. And during these steps, it helps to have a second person there to help you hold the door open while you're moving the closer into place. And we'll show you that in a moment. There's the next pin. And it's not going to fit because of the tension of the closer. So what you need to do is, as you'll see in a moment, one person compresses or pulls the closer out, and the other person's going to drop that pin in. Now it could be possible to prop open the door and do this if you're only one person. Again, be careful, make sure the door doesn't slam. This we found was the easiest way to install it. Prop the door open slightly and pull the closer into the location for the pin. If your door still doesn't close correctly, you may need to repair the frame. And you can see that little shift at the end. That's a result of the screws on the frame not being tightened. So here we're going to show you how to tighten those screws. Fairly straightforward. We'll get started with a hand screwdriver, simple Phillips head screws. Of course you can use a drill and it'll make things go a lot quicker. When you do this, make sure you have the torque setting so that you're not over torquing the screws in the frame around the door. There we go. Zip. Zip, zip, and zip, and zip. Now here's a bonus fix. If you're still not getting a good close, it may have to do with the closer position. As we mentioned earlier, on the closer it tells you the positions for the screen door and the storm door, but depending upon the size of your door and the weight of your door, you may actually want to change the position one way or another. And that's our final fix here. It's a little bonus fix, similar to adjusting the tension. It's something you can do without replacing the closer as well. Okay, now let's give it a shot. Now after changing the position, we're going to adjust the tension of the closer again. And bear in mind, when you get a new closer, it may not be adjusted to the weight or the size of your door out of the box. You may need to adjust that new closer as well. And here we go. Smooth. That's a good job. And that's how a screen or storm door should close. Let's take a look at that one more time. Thanks for watching. We hope this helped you fix your screen or storm door, and we hope you have a great day.